Hi guys, today's tie is going to be a baitfish pattern tied on a hook. In this case a partridge universal predator X in size 40, like this. First I'm gonna cover the hook shank with tying thread and of course some super glue, just to get a good non-slippery ground to all the materials we're gonna use. Just like this. Cut off the excess right here. So, first material I'm going to use is called Pike skinz, and it comes from Jerkbait Mania from the United Kingdom. It's a nice soft synthetic which reminds me a little bit of slinky fiber, but this is a bit softer in my opinion. Color I'm going to use is called Orange Ezox. So I'm going to start with a full length bundle, and it's going to be tied just on the upper side of the shank. And if there's any mess in the material, you can easily solve it with a comb, just like this. There's sometimes some kind of a mess and they will be solved like this. And when tying in the materials, it's always important to remember to taper the ends. Otherwise your fly is gonna look very shitty. So remember, just on the upper side of the hook shank. Be sure of that. And then just bend the rest of the material backward and gently spread it evenly on the upper half of the hook. And after that it's just to secure it with your thread and of course, yes, super glue. So, time for our next material, Foxytail's Optic fiber in a bright red color. And we're gonna need just one bundle of it as a trigger spot in otherwise kinda discreet fly, so something has to be done to wake even the laziest pike's interest in our fly. I'm gonna tie it on the underside of the shank, pretty close to the gap. Where it should be most useful. Well, or at least I hope it will do its job what it's meant to do, so just some kind of securing here and then super glue again. Time for the next full-length bundle here. I need to solve it up a little bit, but it's going to be okay. I used to tie two, sometimes even maybe 3, 4 smaller bundles instead of one big. And it's all because I feel it's getting too bulky otherwise. And here you also have to remember just on the upper side of the hook shank. Then when you bend it over and then gently spread it on the upper half of the hook, just like with the first bundle, so that'll be okay. Even the smallest and most discreet fly need at least a small amount of flash in my opinion. So even this one. I'm gonna continue with Foxytail Optic fiber in copper color. I think it suits pretty nice to this brown color. I used to tie it just on the upper side of the fly this even too, and when I bend it backward I try to spread it evenly on the upper half, but so that there need to be some flash on the both sides of the fly too, like this. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more here. I think I will add one more full-length bundle of pike skins before I start to build a belly, back and head to this fly. Well, I'm halfway on the shank now, and I think it's time to start tying up some body to this fly. I'm gonna continue with the same color pike skins, but I'm gonna use half-length bundles. Just take a full-length bundle and take a scissor and cut it in the middle, like this. So taper the ends and tie these half-length bundles in the middle, bend it backwards, spread it, no big deal here, just like with the long ones. And I also don't pay too much attention on the look of the fly at this moment, because I'm gonna trim it with scissors in the end, so no need to look too much at it at this moment. So we have started with the back now, and we're gonna go for the belly now. I'm using Steve Farrer blend in mullet brown color here, and I'm using very thin bundles even here, and take some strands here and cut them in half, and remember to taper the ends after you have cut it. Just like this. And tie them in the middle, and as you can see now, so just on the under half of the hook shank, and bend it backwards. And when you're securing the belly side of the fly, you can go with the tying thread pretty much on the material, as you can see here. So now it's just to add those half-length bundles up and down until I came to the hook eye, and of course I could add some flash between these bundles if I feel to, but it's all up how you want to tie it. So here we go. Well, I decided not to add music in this video, but because English isn't my native language and my language skills are kind of limited, I just had to find out something, and I think the music was pretty cool. Hope you liked it too, but all this royalty free shit it is what it is, and no can do. Well, it's almost ready for the trimming, but I like to add some flash in front of my fly, so we're gonna add some copper flash here in the front, and after that we're going to add, of course, some eyes on a pike fly. Every pike fly needs to have eyes on it, and after that we're gonna do some trimming with the scissors, and after that this fly will be ready for this. I was almost saying summer season, but of course I meant spring season. Okay guys, the eyes. A discrete fly with a trigger spot. I think I want some discrete eyes too. I know that many tyers use super glue to attach the eyes, but my choice has been any elastic contact glue. I got a slight feeling that the eyes have lasted a bit longer on my flies with this way. So, an eye on the other side, and this fly is ready for some kind of a haircut. So of course you have to let the glue dry, but it won't take long. So we're pretty much ready now. A little bit secure the eyes here, and we're ready with the tying the fly. It doesn't look pretty good at the moment, but we're just gonna let the scissors roll over the fly and we'll see what happens.